People always want to know, how much things cost or whatever. What you're looking at now with this setup, this is a DJI M350 with a set of, 4 sets of batteries. That means a total of 8 batteries. It has a payload of an H20T and an L2 LiDAR payload that comes with it. So roughly you're looking at between $45,000 and $50,000. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is very simple. A lot of pushback on DJI, not DJI, but Skydio, which is understandable. But I tell people this: if you look at American history on how companies operate and how they became the companies they are today, and I'm talking way back in the 1800s going into the turn of the century, that you'll see people like the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, and other wide, historical names as far as related to riches and everything else. What Skydio did is the same thing they did. They got government contracts. They either bought off their competition or had their competition squashed by government regulation and other means. So I can't fault Skydio for doing what Americans business has been doing throughout its history. I'm not a fan of Skydio or their products, but like I said, I'm a pilot. And if you consider yourself a pilot, just like Chuck Yeager, he didn't care who built those aircraft in his day that he test flew. He's a pilot. He's going to get in and fly it. And I should tell you this, that you should be mindful that you're a pilot, and no matter what it is, what brand it is, you should be able to fly it. So like I say, stop with all the nonsense and everybody talking about Skydio cost all this and that. I said, that's 50 grand sitting on the ground right there, okay? That is what agencies buy. That's what law enforcement buys. That is what, search and rescue, with those who can buy it, and those buy a little less because they can't afford the top tier price. This is top tier. The M400 is the latest iteration from DJI, but this is top tier. So if you want all the bells and whistles, and I say in the subscription, I say if you want to fly this, and use it for a law enforcement or a search and rescue agency, you're going to have to get a subscription with the Pilot 2 app that allows you to share the data from the drone to send out to other people. And that's why I tell folks, when you don't know all the information, you want to jump on all these different platforms and stuff and want to complain about, Skydio's no good. I said, no, whether it's either there or here or there. Skydio put themselves in position to be the dominant drone manufacturer in America, no matter how they did it. They didn't do it by performance or building a better product. They just did it. Okay. Maybe I'll set it on the ground, just extend it out a little bit more. How about that? Well, I should say it doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter the size. Once you know how to fly a drone, you know how to fly a drone. Okay? That's as simple as that. I don't want it centered. It doesn't matter. I'm not really flying this for real. But that's what I'm saying, that once you know how to fly a drone, you can fly a drone. Don't matter if it's a DJI Mini, Alltel Mini, whatever, Parrot and Nafi and stuff, Bebop, that was one of the earlier Parrot drones, a unique drone, hexcopters. Like I say, most drones sold in America, period, are all on the, we call the 2 type of setup, where you have the radius turns on the left and your height on the left, and you have your forward and backward movements and side movements on the right. Happens that way on every drone. So like I said, it doesn't make much of a difference of how big it is, how small it is. it's the same setup. So like I said, if you're a pilot, you're simply a pilot. You should be able to get on just about any system, maybe take a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes to go over some of the particulars of where all the button functions are, because that's the one thing that's going to change is what's on the controller, and so you know what it does. But the sticks. So here we are. We are about to take off.